Hi, so we are talking about the basics of Ezfacility. So I've typed in ezfacility.com. I'm on the main page. I'm going to select log in right over here. Then I will have three choices. We have just that third option, Ezfacility. All of our usernames were designed to have the first initial of our first name, then our full last name, and then those that have common names typically have a number attached. If I never told you that you had a number attached to your username, then it's just the name itself. Then our passwords are all very similar. It's strike zone, and then you were provided a number to go behind those words, and then we'll be able to log in. This is going to be our schedule view. Here you can see this is a daily schedule view. We can talk about changing those views here in a second. The first thing you'll do when you walk into the facility, if you're there to work something other than private lessons or something, is go over to the left-hand side of your screen and you'll select time clock. And then there you'll be prompted to type in your username and password once again. I'm not going to do this because it has IP restrictions, so it would deny me anyways. I would have to be in the facility for it to work, but you'll select or type in your username, type in your password, log in, and then it has a check-in button for you to do, and then a check out. If you forgot to check out the day before, it will continue to show a checkout button, and then it will record your time for the 24-hour span or whatever it was. If you do have some kind of issue like that, you can text me or call me, and I'll go in on my end and fix that for you. Okay, going into our scheduling. So say somebody calls you and they want to schedule a tunnel, or they are a team. Usually for teams, I do that, so you can go ahead and schedule them. And then if you would please give them my phone number or the Strike Zone information email so that I can connect with them, because oftentimes they want reoccurring team reservations or tend to have money still owed on their account. And I do the communication on that end for team reservations. So, for example, I just had a client call and they want to reserve a tunnel at 5 o'clock. I would select the box at 5 o'clock. And then here we have a couple of options. So we have all of these member private softball hitting. All of these member privates are all for somebody that has a membership that includes a private lesson. Okay, so for the most part, we are ignoring all of this. It's very uncommon to use any of these reservation types. Now, looking past that, we have the member hitting tunnel. That's what I just specified, was what I had a phone call for. So I would select that. I just want to continue down the list and just explain each one real fast for you. So this is for somebody who's paying a monthly membership fee. They're going to be under the member hitting tunnel. Sorry, you can hear her in the background. A non-member hitting tunnel is if somebody comes into our facility and they just want one time. They're not paying month to month. They're using it for the day, for the hour, whatever it is. Then we have the sports package private lessons here. We have top tier football. That's primarily for when I'm scheduling out their camps, so we wouldn't use that. Team reservation is, again, if a coach calls and wants to reserve tunnels or turf space. We have top tier speed, which again is it's the same thing. I'm just putting that in our top tier turf space to show that we are having a camp during those times, so you can't attempt to use the turf space. The golf simulator, I do not have a lot of information on, but I was told to add to our resources list. So I had my member call and they want a hitting tunnel. It's going to automatically populate. I have it set up for 30-minute reservations. If this person wants it for the full hour, then you'll just click on it and change for any amount. If they want it for longer than that, they can have it longer for that. Then I tend to change the title here just so when we're looking and this member walks in, we're not like, oh, it's already reserved or something like that. We know like, oh, this was Tiffany wanting this reservation. I'm going to put that in both the title and the public title that I'm reserving this. And then we're going to take off the default self-booking, free booking, all of that stuff, because that's communicating on our online platform to allow somebody else to take up that reservation. And since Tiffany called and wants it, then obviously we're going to give it to her. So all three of those are going to go unchecked. Then if this is just a one-time thing, we're going to make sure we hit save and add client. Then we're going to type in whoever just called and reserved that spot. So here we are. So now I have some options here. I have the sports package with a private lesson, which that's not what I'm doing. Obviously, I bought a second sports package without a private lesson and then just like a free booking. So none of those are actually going to pay for that member. So it shows, or it appears that I do not have a membership with Ezfacility. So we're going to go up here and sell. It shows that I am a member here. So if we're doing two different things here. So originally we had members. So we sold membership packages. You can see here that I have the membership package that allows for that private lesson. So you could, if I have already been a member and it shows that I'm a member like this, you're just going to select my name and hit finish. For this, I'm showing you how we would now do this if I were a non-member. So again, if I already am a member, you're selecting my name, and then you're hitting finish. I'm a non-member though, so I'm going to sell a package. We have changed how we're listing out the memberships. So we're hitting select, and then here are the options for packages. So now we have all of the top tier things are showing up right away. We are looking at the recurring options, and it says member, and they're all member hitting tunnels. And then we have the MVP, which is the top level. That's the $350 package. That's unlimited hitting and then 3 private lessons per month. Then we have the Starters Club, which is $150. That's unlimited hitting and 1 private lesson per month. And then the Players Club membership, which is $100 for unlimited hitting tunnels. So I'm just going to go ahead and select that I would like that package. The member agreement's always going to sign up or appear. You will, if they're there face to face with you, you will have them just sign it right then and there. If they aren't, we can have it emailed to them. I tend to just go ahead and do it for myself, especially since it is under my own package name. Sold by, and then you're going to select your name here on the list. Mine is not, so I'm going to leave it blank. It's a member agreement that we can email the document to my email address. And then we'll hit finish and pay and collect payment right then and there. If the person is doing it over the phone and they plan on coming in to make the payment, then you can just say finish and it will leave a balance on their account, and just make a note, please, to whoever might be working when they're coming in that they still owe money. So now I have my member hitting tunnel membership here. It is already unlimited. It's marked as unlimited, so we're going to use this package. And now we have the ability, when I come in to hit later tonight at 5 o'clock, we'll have the ability to mark as there, or as I'm checking in, if I'm a no-show, because we're trying to track the people who are taking up tunnels and then being no-shows. It's not going to allow me because it's not 5 o'clock at the facility yet. So that also, I have the $ next to my name, meaning that I now owe the facility money before I am going to continue using the facility, because we do want to make sure we're taking the money that people owe us. We found that a couple people had memberships and they paid, but when we transitioned to Ezfacility, they kind of just like kept going and didn't add their membership to the account. So if you'll just pay attention when you're checking somebody in, if they have the dollar amount and they're an individual, that's something that I'm expecting you guys to communicate to them, because I don't deal with individuals. If they're teams, they've probably been communicated with. Most likely I have communicated that with them, but they still need to be reminded that they owe for their team reservation. Adding a member, so we could go to the clients list. The clients list, I have complained with Ezfacility and they're working on it. So a lot of times when I come in here, we will not see the full clients list here. There are more than just the names on this list that have signed up as clients. So I oftentimes have to search here for them. So like Eli Wyatt, the head coach, if he weren't in there, I would have to search his name to find him. You can type in their last name, but it is very picky and it does freeze. So if it gives you that spinning circle, the only thing that I've been able to do is completely log out of Ezfacility, out of the internet browser, and then go back in. And there have been times that I've been on the phone with a client and have to do that back and forth 3 times. They're working on it. It seems to be a little bit better since I complained to them about their performance. I haven't had issues in the last 2 weeks. Hoping it continues to stay that way. Let's see. I believe that is just the general basic. If you're trying to look at the month view of what's happening in Ezfacility, please be aware that it will only show you based on the days. So right now, because it's Tuesday, it's only going to show me what's going on Tuesdays in Ezfacility. Now, if I wanted to look up a specific date, like a Wednesday or something, but I wanted to see every Wednesday in June, then I could go ahead and select and do that. I stay on the day and I select this when somebody's asking me for a specific day. I had a coach text me yesterday asking for a specific day, and so I just dropped on that menu and select that date and go ahead and get them on the schedule. Trying to think of anything else that you may need. For right now, I believe that's everything. If you have any questions, please email or text me. Thanks, guys.